What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the next episode of Deus Ex. We are now at an abandoned gas station outside of Vandenberg where Majestic 12 is holding Tiffany Savage, or, Gary Savage's daughter, hostage, and demanding the components for a universal constructor that Savage has.
It's going down and it keeps going down.
We're gonna rescue her. First thing we need to do is talk to these people. That way they'll give us a key that unlocks a service tunnel that we're going to use to infiltrate the gas station area. He'll also offer to sell us some stuff, but we're not going to buy it.
What's the best way?
Now, in order to do this is going to be very similar to when we rescued Ford Schick, smuggler's friend, back in New York. Because in order for the rescue to be successful, we have to knock out everybody around. If you don't, they will aggro and react to Tiffany, and they'll start firing at her, and since she can't fight back, she'll die instantly and the rescue will fail. So we gotta take everybody out. Thankfully, at this point in the game, doing non-lethal takedowns, at least hand-to-hand, is pretty easy since our low-tech weapon skill is now at master. And just to prove how good we are, the key will unlock that door. We are now capable of knocking out MJ-12 commandos with the baton without the combat strength augmentation. Yes. Before, we had to use combat strength in combination with the prod, but now the baton will knock out commandos, and we don't even need combat strength. Anyways, let's start the knockout spree. This guy is a perfect first knockout, right there in that spot where he's kind of away from everybody. Watch out for the commando circling the gas pumps. We're going to go get him, but first thing I want to do while we're over here, we're going to have to use a tranquilizer dart from our crossbow, and we need to very carefully launch one into a trooper over here. Now, to do this without causing an alarm, you need to very carefully, don't even bother with the scope, honestly, because you'll be too slow. See, that was too slow. He started shooting. What you need to do is hit him with a tranquilizer dart, and then immediately go left so that you're hidden by the mountain trail. That way he shouldn't aggro at you. Because I think what happened here was an alarm went off, I think? Yep, I think that says alarm activated. Basically, we're trying to do this without an alarm going off. But basically, you just gotta be fast. Just fire your tranq immediately and then do that. That should prevent him from aggroing. He'll run around and he'll probably want to get to an alarm or something, but the tranquilizer should knock him out before that can happen. Yeah, I really don't like using the crossbow tranquilizer darts to knock people out in this game, since they're so weak and they're admittedly kind of ineffective. I think in order for crossbow tranks to be really good, you have to get, I think it's pistol skill to master level, but we obviously aren't going to be able to do that. Anyways, once you're done with him, then we gotta go after this commando at the gas pumps. And like I said, you should be able to use the baton without combat strength active. Let me make sure that I'm right. Yep. You can knock the commandos out, no problem. And you don't even need to use your prod anymore. So we're gonna transfer over to the garage building next door by going up to the roof of this one. Now be very careful on that roof. We're gonna have to use our run silent so that we don't draw attention. Now, I said we're basically knocking everyone out. Go ahead and explore the area. There's a biocell right there. The only people that were the only knockouts we're not doing is there's a couple of dogs that are fenced in behind the buildings. You know, where that guy we shot with the crossbow is. Lockpick in there. But, we're not gonna knock those dogs out because they can't go through the fence. They can't open the gate and go through the fence. So they're not gonna cause us issues. Not even for Tiffany when she's running to the, to Jock. Alright, so you'll notice we used that wooden crate to climb up to the vents so that we could get to the roof like this. Now turn your run silent on, so that way we can quietly jump to the next roof. And then, you're gonna have to keep it on so that we can drop down here. So here's what's gonna happen here. Keep your run silent on so that you can drop down into this little room where Tiffany is. And that way your footsteps do not draw any attention at all. Unfortunately, as soon as we're in here, it's immediately going to trigger the conversation, and we're not going to be able to turn our augs off. So we are going to be forced to have our bioenergy drain mid-conversation.
I'll check it out.
That is, unless you skip the cutscene. Now, tell her to wait here.
Right.
Make sure you tell her to wait here. It's not clear yet. Turn your augs off as soon as you're out of the conversation. And again, you can skip the cutscene, and there's no problem with that.
Wait here while I deal with the guards.
Just keep telling her to wait here because it's not safe yet. So what we're going to do now, use your cloak run silent to get out of the room. Oh, don't forget to pick up that key off the shelf so that you can unlock the door to get out. And then let's knock out the two commandos that are left outside. One is right there. The other one is on the other side of this tanker. So let's get him knocked out too. And then we're going to have to knock out the two guys inside. And since they're right next to each other, it's going to be a little more of a check. We're going to have, since they're next to each other, what we're going to have to do is, for the first time in a while, we're going to have to use our pepper gun to blind them. And then from there, we'll use our prod so that we can tase them unconscious. We still want to use the prod for those like pepper spray situations because the baton does not work the best in those situations. Go ahead and get your like cloak run silent on. Let's pepper spray them both before they can do anything, and then get your prod equipped, and then tase them both unconscious. And then once they're both out, you can turn your augs off. Alright, now let's tell... Well, normally what should happen is that you should be telling Tiffany to make a break for the helicopter, but in this situation, I guess... Whoop. Yep, tell her to do that.
It's in the junkyard.
I don't know why the hell she ran out of the room, but whatever. So now you can tell her to make a break for the helicopter, and we have a successful rescue. Yeah, I mean, it's a... Yeah, we had to knock everybody out, but
Sure it's safe?
that's just the nature of these like hostage rescue situations. You have to knock everybody out, otherwise it's gonna fail. So now we'll use our Dragon's Tooth sword to smash open this hatch, turn combat strength on, and then there's a repair bot in here that'll replenish our bioenergy. For the most part. Now to get out, without using lockpicks, build yourself a stairwell with the steel boxes. If you want to wait, you can wait for the bot to recharge, and then you can get your bioenergy to 100%, but I just didn't want to wait.
Good, you both made it. Dr. Savage.
And then, let's talk to Jock, and he'll drop us off at the Ocean Lab in Pasadena so that we can go after the, I think, the UC schematics that Tiffany failed to get. Oh, and don't forget, one thing you'll be seeing me do a good bit from here on out, we're going to be using the Dragon's Tooth in combination with the Combat Strength AUG to destroy locked doors. We've already done it on that. We did it on that roof hatch just a second ago. And we also did it on a couple lockers back at the Vandenberg base. You'll see me do it quite a bit from here on out. That way we can conserve lockpicks. But you have to do it at the right time so that it doesn't draw any enemy's attention. So now we're at the Ocean Lab, but we're going to be doing that next time. See you then.